Hello, I am Annabelle Carrot Nouri, the founder and author of the Urvalues Life Guide, your universal life guide towards peace and happiness. Come and find here meaning, enthusiasm, peace, stability, inspiration, motivation, courage throughout all these ideas and stories. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Your Values podcast. Today, we are going to speak about the capacity and the will to change. What is change? How to start changing? Changing can also be getting better, evolving, and sometimes, often, it seems impossible. But you can change. You can. Okay, you can evolve, you can get better. We are all capable of doing great things. Don't judge yourself on your situation right now. Don't judge someone on their mistakes, on their situation, but judge them when you speak with them on their will and their capacity to try, to understand, to get better, because the bad phase, when you're in difficulty, when you're making mistakes, when you're struggling, is a common phase to people who do nothing and people who are working hard also. So you can't judge people on that because it doesn't mean anything. It's like trying to determine a disease on someone feeling tired. All diseases are tiring. So it's a common symptom. Now, this difficult phase, when you speak to people who are trying and having difficulties, you only learn in difficult moments, but only if you're trying to get out of them. If you don't recognize them, the first step is to recognize what you're in, what's happening. What you're okay, now I'm here, what I'm doing and what the situation I am is not great. Is the first value is consciousness. The whole 10 values, the whole life, Your Values Life Guide is about change. And look at me. I mean, I did the worst things. If you read my story, I did terrible things, and here I am today, healthy and clean and happy. And people can judge me on what I did, but I'd rather be someone who struggled and did the worst things and managed to get out of it than someone who has done nothing. Because you have two possibilities in life. Or you do nothing and you stay in the same point and you don't have any struggles, but you don't learn anything. So you just stay at the same place. You don't travel, you don't learn languages, you don't do mistakes. Or you do crazy mistakes and then you have crazy success. You know that life is like a pendulum. It's like it goes one way up and one way down the same way. So if you have extreme happiness, you're going to have extreme sadness. If you have extreme work, you're going to have extreme success. Extreme mistakes, extreme success. So in the end, it's about understanding this whole thing. And people can judge me on what I did in the past, but I know that what I'm doing now, is anybody trying to help people the way I am? No. So this is something you should judge yourself on. Am I trying? Am I doing good to the world? Am I doing something? This is the point you have to observe. And the harder that you try, the better results you will get. I promise. A lot of people have will. I had a lot of will, but I didn't know where to put it. And this is when you find your meaning after the fourth value of your values, the meaning. This is why I came up with the subscription box that is coming up in September. You don't know how to start, where to go, what to do, what meaning, but you have this will. And generally when you don't know and you're lost, you put this will in bad things, in partying and drinking and having fun. But you don't put it in the right things, like your goal. This is why finding your meaning is important, because all the goodwill and energy you have to put in that. And my will is to, through the subscription box, to give you hints, the life guide. You have this will, but you don't know how. Okay, I offer you different foods for the body, different exercises for the mind, and exercises for the life values, and products and objects that can help you daily to have a healthy lifestyle and everything. So this is the whole goal of the subscription box, and I think it's really, really important. And it's not that expensive. It's per season, so you get seasonal products. You don't even have to think about it. It comes to you at home. And the process of evolution is slow, is difficult, okay? It is. There is no secret to that. You can't escape that. But it's a beautiful difficulty, and you love to, because the feeling of you evolving and being proud of yourself, you're going to see, gives you even more adrenaline, is even more powerful than the fact that it's hard. It gives you even more pleasure than just doing nothing. And it's just like meditation. When you evolve, it goes by plateau. So you evolve and then you stabilize and you're a bit lost and you don't know what to do. And maybe your head is spinning. When you're meditating, same. You don't know where your body is exactly, what you're lost. You're a little bit dizzy. Same, it's just your body readjusting the route, like a GPS readjusting when you don't take the same exit. It's exactly the same, so don't worry. And when you understand this whole process, you stop worrying and you stop accepting and you stop continuing to work hard no matter what. It's like the what I was speaking about, the arrow on the bow. You have to go backwards very, very far to go forward very, very far. Same when you're feeling lost and empty, you're in a plateau. Don't give up. This is when people give up. This is why they have a bad image of success or discipline or evolving, because you stop in the phase that is hard, and 99% of people stop in there. So this is your last and only image of evolution, which is the difficult, the hard. But if you wait a few moments, it's just before the success that is so much pleasure, and it becomes a habit. And then you understand how beautiful the success is and the evolution. It's like me. Now, you know what? I used to smoke so much, 2 packs of cigarettes per day, 2 packs of cigarettes per day, eat and throw up every day, drink and take cocaine and stuff. And now you can put anything, like people offered me a cigarette the other day. I said, no, I don't smoke anymore. And I really didn't try to resist. I saw the cigarette, it made me sick. I didn't want it anymore. My body didn't want it anymore. It's also part of meditation, because when you meditate, you come at your purest self. And when you're at your purest self, you feel so good and so pure, and you don't want to pollute your body. And evolution, I put in the life guide, in the box, movies, books, things like this, because you evolve by watching movies, reading books, speaking to people, traveling or going outside, running, seeing nature, meeting people, going to events. Just go, do all of that. Do everything as much as you can, because when you're old, you're going to regret not being able to do this. And this is where you get opportunities. And when you meet people, they say generally you meet people, it is a test, or it is a lesson, or it is a gift. And most people you come across in your life and you meet in your life, at first are lessons and tests. And at the finality, when you've learned your lessons and tests, then you end up finding the right person for you, not meeting the bad people for you, and learning from your mistakes and happen to be with the right people. And this is what's great. So just go for it. The capacity and will of change is also linked to the capacity of wonder. When generally people who have this will to succeed, to try, to never give up, or also people who have this capacity of wonder, generally, or you stay in the same place all your life, you don't want to do anything, you're lazy, and you don't have this capacity of wonder, or you have both. It goes in both ways. So try and be amazed by the small things of life, and this helps you to have this capacity to try and discover, and vice versa. You can go the other way around. And I have a quote on my on my phone wallpaper, which says the true magic lies within the work you're avoiding. And it is exactly that. I was avoiding all the time to meet people and speak to people, and this is what led me to evolution, because I was afraid, and it was so horrible to me when I had this social anxiety, and still is difficult sometimes, but I forced myself to do it. And it's true, behind that lies true magic. And it could be something else for you. It could be you're afraid of something else. You know, you have people afraid to, I don't know, just go outside, or working, or traveling, or I love traveling, but fear of speaking to people is more complicated. So, you know, we all have our difficult thing, and this is what we have to go through. And then when you understand the true magic, you feel the magic behind you, start to understand, to love the hard work, to love the energy it gives you, and the power, you know, and the capacities and the success. And it goes the same with sports. Oh, sports is hard, and you don't understand why runners are addicted to running. But once you do it once, twice, the adrenaline it gives you is so beautiful. And so don't be like the majority and think that change is bad and it's hard. It's all a mindset. It's a beautiful mindset you're capable of doing. This is why I spoke to so many successful people. They were speaking about perseverance and persistence. This is what's important. This is what keeps you going through the toughest time where everybody stops. Persistence, perseverance is success. And this is why this is the 8th life value. Just before the success, when you have success, you realize the last 2 values, respect and gratitude. So this is the whole process. And this is what I want to share to the world and to you. And that's it for today for the podcast. So please feel free to check out my subscription box. It's pre-launched now. You can book it now. The first one will be in September, only for $59.99 per season for 3 months. So and you have about 10 products, life guide, templates, exercises to do every day, authentic brands. It promotes also brands that are really authentic and natural. You can follow me on YouTube, Instagram. You can book sessions with me, a free trial. You have the conference. The next one is 5th of June. And then you have every month, those conferences, and also the podcast all the time. You have the life guide book on Amazon. You have so many things to help you. And if you need to reach out, I'm here. And thank you for taking this journey for you. Thank you for taking this life journey, for taking this path that is so difficult sometimes. And you're brave. Already doing this is really courageous. Thank you, and thank you for listening to me. I wish you a beautiful day, and see you next week on the Your Values podcast.